Good afternoon, folks. Javier Blog 208 here. I'm not starting this video off with music, so it's not starting this video off with music this time. I'm drinking some hot chocolate here. It's kind of a serious video. And I'm going to do something a little weird this time, okay? So bear with me here. Like I always say, bear with me. I'm going to put myself in Donald Trump's shoes. President Trump's shoes. I'm going to put myself in President Trump's shoes. Sorry about that. Just kind of like splashed a little bit. All right, so President Trump, how is he feeling right now? I'm going to be very honest here. In my opinion, I think he's sad. I think he's hurting a lot. I think he feels betrayed by the American people, by the people. I think he sincerely believes that he did a really good job and that he did a lot for the American people. And I don't think that he has really come to the reality of the results of this election. And in a way, I feel sad for him. I really do, because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't hate him. I don't. And I prayed to God about this a lot, you know. I have love in my heart for him. I have love in my heart because he's a human being and he has feelings. He has emotions. And he's not perfect. Just like any of us. I voted for Biden, but I'm telling you all that he's an imperfect human being. He's not the Antichrist. He's not the devil. He's not this monstrous figure that many people on the left make him out to be. He's a human being with human emotions, who had a sincere passion for, who had a sincere love for this country, and, you know, came out saying that, you know, he wants to, you know, bring this country, I don't know what he means by make America great again, but I mean, he really wanted to do great things for this country. And, you know, I think he really wanted that. I think, you know, understanding that personally his temper, it probably comes from his childhood. And it comes from, like, you know, when he grew up. Like, I have a beautiful friend who I care about so much, honestly. I'm not going to say his name, but, you know, he just was telling me stuff that really, you know, touched my soul, honestly. And he seems to just know a lot, because he just seems to be very, I don't want to say, like, you know, he seems to really have an understanding of people's emotions and knows how to put himself in the place of other people and in the shoes of other people. In other words, showing empathy. Empathy is a quality that every one of us should have, in my opinion. Here's where let me see what he says. I'm not going to disclose his name, but I'm just going to... He says, I feel like Donald had a really neglectful childhood and it spilled over to his adulthood. It's kind of sad to see. I can really tell by how he reacts and thoughts. I was watching his rallies, and whenever someone would act up, they would be escorted out, and Trump would say, go home to mommy. That gives me hints that he had some kind of problem in his childhood. I learned a lot about these things in my psychology class, and Donald is pretty much a textbook example of it, unfortunately. Sad face. So those are the few things he said. Yeah, I definitely agree, buddy. I don't know why he fights so hard against things. I read somewhere that his father taught him at a young age that he should be the winner at... Oh, this is interesting. He says, yeah, I definitely agree, buddy. I don't know why he fights so hard against things. I read somewhere that his father taught him at a young age that he should be a winner at everything, and losing meant you were worthless. I guess it kind of stuck with him throughout his life. It's kind of sad. I guess this is a relatively short video, but, you know, it's kind of sad, honestly. And you know, it even goes back to that book that Mary Trump wrote. I think it's called Too Much or Never Enough. Mary Trump. Let me look this up real quick. yeah, too much and never enough. How how my family created the world's most dangerous man by Mary Trump. I actually it's not on YouTube, but I did a little bit of an interview. Not an interview. What am I thinking? This wasn't an interview. I was at the Harvard. I was at a a bookstore, and I did a little bit of a review on this book, Too Much or Never Enough. And I haven't posted it. I'm saying I'm kind of I don't know why I didn't post it, but I actually kind of I'm not in that review. I'm not being judgmental of Trump. It's like I know I'm not judging him as a human being. I know that he is. I just kind of reviewed the book and a little bit of what Mary Trump said about him, and it just kind of shows that he kind of had a bit of a neglectful childhood, and I kind of everybody has a little bit of a sad, not everybody, but a lot of people have a little bit of a sad story behind what makes them to be the adult that they are, and it's just a psychological thing. It's kind of like a lot of things that Biden went through. It helped form the man that he is today. And as I quote here from a friend of mine, let me just get this up real quick. Okay, give me 1 second. Here it is. So this kind of talks a little bit about Biden growing up. Okay, on his second date with Neela, his first wife, Joe Biden didn't have enough money to pay the bill in the restaurant. Neela slipped him $20 under the table. By the way, his first wife is the one who died in an accident, along with I think his daughter, his child or whatever. He was drafted into the military but failed the physical because he had asthma, so he had some health problems growing up. In 1988, Joe Biden underwent surgery for an aneurysm. 3 months later, he had surgery for a second brain aneurysm. He lost his first wife and daughter to a car accident. Following the death of his first wife, he had mental struggles that took him on the brink of suicide. And then it goes on to say that today he's, president-elect of the United States. And it just goes to show anyone, who has a vision can accomplish their dreams. But, it made all these experiences made Joe Biden the man that he is today. And and that's why I pray for him. I literally, it's like Biden's victory. I just hope it brings me closer to God because I definitely want to be praying for him a lot more. And I also want to be praying for Donald Trump, in his future and whatever he is going to be going through next in his life. And like I said at the beginning, I have love in my heart for that man. I'm talking about Donald Trump. I have love in my heart for him, and I believe he did a lot of good things for our country, especially with the economy. I also didn't like a lot of the things that he did. I don't like how the way he riled up his base, or the way he demonized his opponents, or all the conspiracies he was flinging, or how much he's emboldened people, normalizing hatred, all that. There's a lot that I didn't like about him. But I just want to be in prayer for both of them as they move on, and we'll see what happens, honestly. And who knows? Maybe this election result will be overturned and Donald Trump will go in for another term, as everyone, not everyone, not even a lot, but just as some far people on the far right are saying. But even Kat Kerr, like I talked about in the past video, but personally, me, I don't see that happening. If I'm proven wrong, it is what it is, but just accept it. But either way, I pray for both of them. I pray for Biden, as I assume to be going into the presidency soon, and I pray for Donald Trump as he goes into the next path in his life. And, I just pray that the Lord, comforts Trump and, just helps him deal with this. Thanks for watching, folks. I kept this under 10 minutes for once, so I just had some thoughts in my mind. It's Friday, November 20th, 2020, 3:11 a.m. Good day. Bearblog 208 tuning out.